Hey guys, Bush here and welcome back to the channel. And today, once again, we have to talk about some bad takes. Now, I've seen this guy before, but I'm jumping the gun. Let me play the intro. Let's get into this. Here we are, guys. As you know, we're in the season of dumb ass takes, and we're gonna rip into them as usual. So this was on Twitter. This was a reply to the Capcom personality question, where they have a quiz of personality of what monster you kind of correlate to. Here we are. So the person says, my personality is negative. Sunbreak is pretty boring. Armors are all dull. Please add options to remove capes. Make ancient potions and max potions. Max HP again. Finding the green bugs is tedious as hell. Allow us to weaken parts like world so I can aim for different spots. Okay, we're going to break this out into 4 different parts. Obviously, come to the first one. If he thinks it's personally, well, he says his personality is negative. He's trying to be clever there. But if he thinks it's boring, that's fine. It's up to you if you think something's boring, or if you don't. You know, I can't. You know, no one can force you to not think how you feel. No, not feel how you feel. But when it comes to the armor being dull, like, this one's really strange to me because a lot of the armor are newer versions of old armors, and capes are very common in every monster in the game. GU, 4U, World, definitely in G rank. That's when most of the capes come in. They kind of pull back the capes earlier and then they add it in the G ranks. So I'm not really sure if you've played other monster in the game. You kind of sounding like you have based on your third statement. So for you to not like capes, was this an issue for you before? Were the old armors issue for you? Because these are the upscaled, up improved armor looks from older games. In fact, they're more colorful than world ones, which you seem to have played. So I'm not really sure what you're looking for. Like, how are they dull? Like, I'm looking through some of these armors. I'm going to show you some of the armors I have right now in Sunbreak, and I think some of these look fantastic. They look so cool. Zenoga, Almadron, Magma Almadron, Magnum Marlow, Barrioff, Basilgeuse looks pretty decent. Like, some really cool different armors. They have so many as well. So this kind of pulls me back. I'm not really sure what you're looking for, and the fact that most of these armors are similar styles to the old, but up-res, the newer and different, well, done better for the most part, is really strange. But let's move on to this next one. Make ancient potions and max potions max HP again. I am tired of people getting this wrong. The HP cap is the same. Max HP that the ancient potion and max potions give you, they give you the same HP. It goes to max. What you're missing, and what a lot of people are missing, is that there's a gauge that goes above your HP now. Maximum in the old games was 150. Now your maximum after eating is 150, but if you want to go beyond that, there's Spiritbirds for that. The maximum you can completely go to is dependent on the Spiritbirds and your Patalays. Max HPs and ancient HP potions, they give you the same HP as they've always done. It's always going to max. You don't need to find the green bugs. Green bugs are for if you want extra health. Like, I've seen this before. I don't know if people don't understand how to play the game. They don't read, like Yu-Gi-Oh players or something. Like, what is this? It's so strange. Like, I've seen people saying, oh, the HP, why can't we get max HP? I'm like, you have max HP in comparison to all the games. If you just want to go extra, if you want it to be easier for you, or you're preparing for a harder fight, you can get more HP. That's the benefit you can get. The game gives you the option, if you're a bad player, or if you're a good player, or maybe it's just a difficult fight, regardless of how good you are, the possibility to go out there and find extra ways to get more HP. Like, this is just a dumb statement. It's factually false. It's stupid. It is stupid. Now, fair enough, if he wants to say that he doesn't like going out his way to gather spirit birds and all that stuff, I mean, he can say that, but then, you know, don't do it. That's all I can say. Like, don't do it. Don't grab them. If you don't like grabbing them, don't grab them. If you want to say you don't want them in the game overall, I mean, yeah, you can say that. It's not like they're just going to remove them now. But they put them there to give the option to people who want the option to have an easier time if you're a newer player, if you're a weaker player, which I think is fine. And if you're a good player, just ignore them. Unfortunately, that's where you're kind of left with. And I don't think it's a bad ultimatum. It's quite a fair ultimatum. So you don't have to go out your way to find these green bugs if you find it tedious. Like, I don't. Unless I really need to in a difficult fight. Lastly, allow us to weaken parts like world so I can aim for driven spots. Bruh, this is so stupid. I can't believe this one. Like, you can always aim for driven parts. Like, no one's forcing you to go for the head all the time. No one's forcing you to go for all the weak spots. The whole point of Monster Hunter is aiming at different parts to break different parts. Some parts are harder on purpose. The wings aren't supposed to be soft on a lot of some monsters. The back isn't supposed to be soft on some monsters. Some monsters' heads aren't soft, like Berserus, unless it's got the flame effect now in Rise. Like, this is so stupid. Like, why should it... I don't understand why you want it to always be soft in every spot. Like, you can aim for anything you want. That's how the game is. The game is, you want to go break something hard, bring Part Breaker, bring Mind's Eye, hit that spot. When it's broken, good job, you broke it. You've gotten the material you need. Now you can go back and hit the head. You can hit whatever part you want. I don't think we need this softening mechanic on demand all the time, like in Iceborne. No, we don't need that. I think it makes much more sense for parts to stay hard and some parts not to be hard. And maybe if you break something, it becomes hard. Like, I mean, I can't think of a monster in general in this game, but Yurugan is a monster in older games. You know, if you break his chin becomes very soft and it actually becomes a weak spot for him, which is really cool. But yeah, man, this is so stupid. Every single one of these points, 2, 3, and 4, done, dumb, none of that. I've seen this guy before as well. Every statement I've seen him write is just ridiculous, absolute ridiculous. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. You know, let me know what you think below. Even if you don't like Spiritbirds, that's fine. I mean, it's up to you. But there's a lot of people who don't even understand how the mechanic works. Like, there's one thing to not like something, but at least understand how the mechanic works, and then not like it if you don't like how it works. The HP gauge hasn't changed. It's the same HP. It might look smaller in representation of the UI, but that doesn't change the values. It's still the same value. It's still 150. After you eat, go and look at your status. 150. Like, come on. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. If you want to go higher than that, yeah, depending on your pet lays, go and get some of these bugs and get high HP. Cool. If you don't, you don't. Like, damn, man. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. Let me know what you think below, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.